Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and more. We are heading out to North Raleigh today. We've got 3 jobs on the day. As I told you guys a couple weeks ago, the phone has been ringing a lot more, and we are really starting to pick up those after pollen calls. If you can tell, I'm a little congested still from the pollen we've been getting, but hey, that's kind of the nature of working outside. I am going to be doing 2 house washes and then 1 gutter cleaning today, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride because it's all like right in one neighborhood. Shouldn't take too long to get it all knocked out. We did hit 750 subscribers today, so thank you guys for all of your support and those of you who have stuck with us for the past year and a half. I know it hasn't always been the most professional quality, and I'm trying to improve on that, but I really appreciate everybody who watches, and if you guys haven't already, just click that subscribe button. Alright, I'll show you what we got going on today. Alright, so we're taking the 24-foot Werner with the equalizer legs on it and the stabilizer. Taking our 16-foot Little Giant, also with its stabilizer, our Husqvarna 125B, a bucket because, you know, gutter cleaning. We've got an extender reach with a gutter tool on it, and taking a 50-50 mix for our driveway, which we don't have a driveway on the list today, but just in case, I want to have that ready to rock and roll. Taking 2 empty tanks because we're almost going to be an hour away, so just to save on gas and wear and tear on the trailer, both of these are just completely emptied out, and I will fill up the water tank and the mixed tank when we get there. 100 feet of garden hose, 200 feet of pressure hose, our 4 gallon per minute dirt laser with a Kohler engine, 10 gallons of bleach to mix in, and not last but definitely not least, our Whisper Wash surface cleaner. Everything else is going to be in the toolbox or in the back of the truck, and let's go get this thing knocked out. Alrighty, went ahead and got the hoses pulled out, got the buffer tank filling up. Right here we've got a good bit of organics growing here on the front of the house. The customer stated that this area right up here has been a problem for pressure washers in the past, so I'm thinking that will be no issue today. We've got our 12-inch lance, and I have the sharpshooter in the truck if I need it. But we'll see if we can reach that with the M5 Duo, like normal. This is the north side of the house, and it is just really coming into its own. This is vinyl siding, and it is older, so even the north side has a little bit of oxidation on it. And we'll be able to hit that peak with no issue as well. Quite a bit of vegetation on this home today. I discussed with the homeowner that some of these blossoms will probably get a little bleached out, but we'll do our best with pre and post rinse. Good Japanese maple right here we're going to be avoiding. Yes, these here, I don't know, I see them getting speckled a little bit, so I went ahead and discussed that with the customer just to make them aware of the issue. Alright, coming around back here. Get a nice good angle on that chimney from this side. Alright, coming on around here. Gonna do an oxidation check. Oh yes, definitely oxidized here as well. This side gets the sun. A good bit coming off, so. Alright, well I'm gonna go make my mix and gets the day started. Alright, so here we go on the back side of the house. Already got pretty much everything down low. Now we're just getting our spots up high, and we are starting to get a little bit of that wind effect. So, playing the wind, definitely feeling like I'm getting more Kim up there than I would without the 12-inch wand, but still only with the 4 gallon per minute machine. You're not going to quite get the same distance, especially on these windier days. Well, I guess it would help if I had actually twisted the needle all the way. So M5 for the win. That was still on a partial fan. And we are hitting all the way to the top of that chimney. It's really going to be the only trouble spot on this house. Yeah, definitely fighting some wind. Yeehaw. Alright, on to the north side, waiting for a little bit of soap to kick in. Went ahead and pre-wet all of the plants out front. Come on through. Then you get this side washed. Then you go around and get some soap on the front. Good bit of buildup on this side. It's probably been a few years. I'd say at least 2 since they last washed it. And these 3 houses all came about from a customer last year. They actually put me on their next door group for the neighborhood and said, hey guys, if y'all are looking to get your house washed, this guy did a great job. And so I'm going to be actually going over and doing their spring gutter cleaning for them today. And after I got the first call, I said, hey, I'm going to be in your neighborhood next week. They said, come on down. So we're going to go do theirs and then their gutter cleaning, and then we're going to be washing one more house, and they're all within like 2.5 minutes of each other. So I love days where I don't have to drive all over town. I do drive all over town, but when I can get them all stacked up in one neighborhood like this, it is beautiful. I absolutely love it. Alright, time to give this a twist. Solid stream out. Back to fighting the wind. That's alright, we're hitting it no problem today. It's going in every direction. When I was on the back side of the house, it was blowing from the front side of the house. Now I'm on the side of the house, and it's blowing from the back side of the house. So we're, I think, going to get up to 85 degrees today, and then I think tomorrow we're in the 60s for a high again. So we're just in that North Carolina spring pattern where you don't know what each day is going to bring until it brings it. Hottest day we've had so far this year. Alright, gotta let that dwell now. Alright, gonna be using the sharpshooter on the 12-inch extension. Gonna run a little bit of that water out of the line. I forgot to do that just a moment ago. Holy shnikes. That's a needle right there. Alright, and we are on the chimney. Oh, there we go. Kind of right into the sun, but on the chimney, no problem. Yeah. Alright, there we go. All wrapped up, ready to rock and roll. This one is all done for the day. Could not get any sort of video on that chimney because the sun was right behind it at the time. So alrighty, we are ready to head out and head on to the next one. Alright, we're here on job number 2. We just upsold the gutter cleaning, so I'm going to get the leaf blower out. Everything is nice and dry, so I'm going to try and do it all with the blower and the candy cane hook, and we'll see what I can get done. Alright, so I have gotten way overheated on this one, and I am having to take a break in the truck. I have not started washing, and I still have to wash this house and then go and wash or do the gutters on the next house on the street over. It's really not that hot today. It's just such an adjustment. It's the hottest day of the year so far, and it is just moving that ladder around in 85-degree heat after coming through a pretty nice winter. It was a little tough, so I'm going to take a quick break, eat a little lunch, and then get back started. Alright, back washing now. I overheated a little bit. It really has just been, we have bookended 50 and 60 degree days with some 80s here and there. And as much as I am excited to have those warmer days, it is just an adjustment for the body. Going from reasonably cool to unreasonably hot, and maybe I just didn't take enough water breaks today to warrant how hot it is, but I've taken my hat off, let my head down a little bit, sat in the truck, ate a little lunch, drank some water, and I'm going to wrap this up. I definitely underquoted that gutter job, or the gutter add-on. I was under the impression that I was able to just blow it out with the leaf blower, but I ran into some pine straw that was really holding everything together very well. So I had to do some of it by hand just to get some of the chunks broken up. So you live and learn. I always stand by the quotes I give, and so if I told somebody one price and it's going to bite me, I stand by it. Phone is still ringing today. I just had a call not long ago, and they saw one of my little red and white signs, he said, and said I'd like to get a quote. Gave them a quote, and they said that sounds good. They got a quote from someone who he said was, quote, unreasonable. And they give this M5 a quick twist, and he was hoping that I would be a little bit better. And I gave him my price, and he said, well, that's not much better. So I talked to him for a few minutes and tried to explain to him who I was and what value I brought to his property, and he decided that my service was going to be the one that he went with. And so I added him on for one day this week. Got a job pretty close to the house, so I added him on for Thursday. So since I don't have to spend the time driving to that other house, I can squeeze him in a little bit on my way home. Alrighty, while the front side dwells, I'm going to go ahead and wash this last side. Really just trying to put my nose down on this one and get the work done. Nose down, my head down, chin up, whatever you want to say, but I gotta crank this out. I'm on the wrong side of town for rush hour traffic. This side's not super dirty, so this is really just a refreshening up. And get up high. Miss you. Yeehaw. Alright, there we go. All set, customer happy, bill paid. Going to job number 3 for the day. Alrighty, so we are able to blow these out so far. I'm not sure about the ones up here. I'm going to get my ladder. I'm going to set up right here, come out and blow those off on top of that roof, and then come back down here and blow these out. So far this is coming out very fast and easy, which is what I was hoping for. And a beautiful view here in the backyard. What a way to end the day. Gotta love this. The shingles are just a little too long to really be able to get my hand in there and dig this stuff out. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous how narrow this opening is, but I'm making it work. Most of it I was able to blow out, but I having to do this up here by hand. Alright, so I am all done today. I have done 2 house washes and 2 gutter cleanouts in a neighborhood right here, and while I was here I spoke with a couple of the neighbors, and I'm coming back out in a few weeks, and I've got 2 house washes that I'm going to be doing back to back in this neighborhood as well. So word of mouth goes a long way. You know, this was one satisfied client, talked about me on Nextdoor, got me out in the neighborhood. People see the truck working, they want to come ask questions. I gave out some flyers as well to some folks who walked up and they didn't want to book today, but hey, you know, you never know what's going to happen. I'm glad to see it starting to ramp up. You guys be safe out there.